So, sit down.
Morning, sir.
What did we discuss yesterday? Can anyone recall it? Help me. Just topic's name. Yeah, yours.
About matter.
Yes, about matter.
Matter is
Character-
three types.
Yeah, that and all we have learned in the first class itself. 3 states. What else?
Characters of matter.
Very good, very good. Sit down. Sit down, sit down. Characteristics of matter we have learned.
Sir, basic
One
matter.
second. Yeah. Let us go. Sit down, sit down. When I ask the question, answer. For not answering, no one is. But when I ask the question, no one is raising the hand. Okay. What are those 3 characteristics? Just raise the hand. Yeah, yourself. I'll give chance. Yes. 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 Okay. Those are the 3 states of matter. Those are not characteristics of matter. Understood? Sit down. What are the 3 characteristics we have discussed yesterday? Yeah. Yourself. Very good. Small particles of matter. Yes. One. Second one. Yeah. No problem. Thank you. Yeah.
The water.
The water.
Solution.
Yeah. You are nearer to the answer. Saturation.
With the injection of the water.
Louder. Water.
Sir.
Yeah. Sit down. No problem. Yeah. Yourself.
Reactive force are there.
Very good. There are strong attraction forces between the particles. That is why we feel very hard to beat out, make the 2 divisions of iron. Understood? Those 2 properties are covered. One more property is remained. What is that property? Sit down. Does anyone recall that property? One more characteristic is remained. There are strong forces between the particles. The matter is made up of particles and those are very small. One more thing. Who will tell that? One more characteristic we have discussed. There exist. Very good. Sit down. There exist spaces in between the particles. Understood? There exist spaces in between the particles. These 3 characteristics are very important for our today's class. Understood? So, what else we have discussed? Yeah, yourself?
CNG gas and LPG gas.
Yes, you are giving very good examples for the topic which we have discussed yesterday. The topic's name is?
Yes, sir.
No. Those are the examples. Those are the illustrations we have taken.
Compressibility.
Compressibility. What we have discussed?
Compressibility.
The ability to compress the material is called compressibility. Under that we have discussed, as like I said, LPG and CNG. Let us move forward in our lesson by taking this knowledge. Okay, we have discussed. Okay, we have studied about diffusion process, isn't it? How many kinds of diffusion? 2. Who will explain me that? No answers. Yes, yourself. Inter and intra diffusion. Yes. One more question. It's a logical question. In which state does the diffusion occur faster? In which state of matter? Yes. Gas. And then? And then? Solids. Very good. So, gases, diffusion process is greater than liquids. Diffusion process is greater than solids. Now, have you ever think how does this diffusion process happens in these states of matter? Have you ever think why the gas has more faster diffusion compared to liquids and solids? You have the half of answer. You take the hint. Characteristic of matter has a link based on this question.
Sir, it mixes in gases.
Yeah, Josh. Stand up and tell.
Sir, the smoke mixes in the air.
Yeah, yes. Sit down, sit down. Smoke mixes in the air. So basically, any matter is made up of molecules. In other words, we can tell particles. What is matter made up of? Particles. So these particles do not want to stay together at one place. They always want to move. That is why we can see liquid flows. They always want to move. That is what we have observed in the matchstick experiment we have done by that boy. Understood? These particles of matter always want to move. Understood? So, here comes the question. When all the matter particles do want to move, why it is happening in gases very fast? Why is it happening in gases very fast?
Because there are less particles.
Tell us. No, that is not the reason.
Because this
Nice try, no problem. Yes, it is purely guess. Yes,
Gas can exist in a small place.
gases can exist in a small place. You are halfway correct. Yes, I'll explain. Sit down. Yes. What? Louder. Compressibility of the gas is more, he is saying. That is also halfway correct for the answer. There are two reasons behind this. Among gas and water. Which of these do you think travels very fast?
Yes.
Isn't it obvious? Gas travels very
Water.
among water and air. No, water and solid. Water travels faster. Water moves faster than solid. If the matter itself is moving, what is the inference about that? Aren't the particles in that matter are moving? Are they moving or not? Yes, because matter is made up of particles. If the matter itself is moving, the particles inside the matter is also moving, right? So the gas particles have faster movement than water. Likewise, the water particles have faster movement than solids. That is one reason why there is a fast diffusion process in gas. Another thing is there. Another very easy thing is there. If you look into the particle arrangement of gas, liquid, solid. Suppose this is duster. This is duster. So, how do the particle arrangement is there? The particles are so close to each other. Inside the duster. If you observe this duster with electron microscope means very zoomable. Okay, this is how the particles of duster look like. Though we cannot see the little gaps, very tiny gaps inside these particles, there are there. Understood? This is how the arrangement of duster is. I'm not saying the reason for gas is moving. Second reason is still pending. Okay? Let us look into the particle arrangement of liquid. Okay, liquid will be having this kind of arrangement. Understood? Remaining thing is gas.
Oxygen.
Just for say it is oxygen. This will be having this kind of spreading will be there among the gas particles. Do you observe these spaces? Do you observe it or not? Inside the gas, very large spaces are there. Inside the liquids, there are spaces. Inside the solid, there are very, very tiny spaces. Aren't there? Yes or no? So, what happens when diffusion occurs? Diffusion means it is kind of mixture, right? So, if you mix some of the salt particles or something else, they try to get inside these spaces. They do or not, but they try to get into these spaces. If the salt particles itself the bigger particles, then they cannot go inside very easily. That is making diffusion process inside the solids very, very slow. Understood? As compared to liquids, if you put the salt inside and stir it, what happened in yesterday's experiment? You did not see any water rise level. Isn't there? We have explained that activity, there are existing spaces between the matter. That is what we have told. So, here the matter is liquid. Likewise, the salt particles will become tiny, very, very small, and they will occupy this kind of spaces. So, there is diffusion, there is a ease of diffusion happening in liquids. Isn't it? That is why it is there as medium. Understood? Compare that with the gas. Oxygen is spread here. When that boy lit that matchstick, he could able to smell. He could also able to smell. That boy himself also able to smell it. Even I was standing there, I was also able to smell it. That means, see how much gaps are there inside the air, such that this matchstick smoke is covering. Understood? There are large gaps inside here. That is why the smoke is able to quickly diffuse. Understood? Quickly diffuse into these gaps. Understood? So, what are those three reasons? One, particles of gas move faster or slower? Faster. Second, sponge. Very, very good doubt. So, if you see, sit down and explain. If you see this solid, is there any gas inside this? No. Is there any gas inside that iron rod? But sponge contains both gas and solid. That's why we cannot we cannot take the sponge as a solid purely, because it is a mixture of two states. Whenever we are doing activity based on the solids, liquids, gases, we take duster or bench, your book, that iron rod, etc. Because there are no spaces inside them so that the gases are occupying inside. That is why sponge is not considered as a pure solid. Understood? Understood? Do not categorize that as a pure solid. It has gas inside there. So, particles of gas move faster. That is why diffusion is happening very faster in the gas. Second reason, can anyone just tell me? Just explain now. No, second reason why the gases are moving, gases has more diffusion.
Less molecules.
No,
Less
no,
particles.
no.
Gap between.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Yes, gaps or sit down. Gaps or spaces between the air are more compared to liquids and solids. The gas between the air particles are very, very large. That makes the diffusion process faster in gases. Did you understand these two points? Did you understand these representations? These three figures itself enough to tell you why gas has faster diffusion. Understood? Why liquids has medium diffusion, medium rate of diffusion, rate speed of diffusion. Understood? We should call that as rate of diffusion or speed of diffusion. Understood? So, note down these 2 points. Okay. What? If you wish to, you can note down these diagrams also. That will be more clearer to you. How does the process of diffusion take place? Because the matter has particles, they are in random motion, they are in rapid motion, they are with very high speed. Understood? Among the matter itself, gas has high diffusion rate. Yes. Liquid has medium diffusion rate. Solids has very low rate of diffusion. Understood? Why there is that comparison? These are the two reasons. Understood? You need to note down those things by side. Students, meanwhile, let me ask you this question. Can anyone tell me, just like gases is compared with liquids and solids, can anyone tell me why liquids has high rate of comparison, rate of diffusion compared to solids? Based on this discussion, can anyone tell me why? Yes?
So it didn't have.
Yeah, I will give you time. Yes.
It didn't have shape.
Liquids do not have shape. Let us consider this point. Sit down. No problem, I will not give you that. Yes.
Because the liquid had more gap between the molecules.
Very good. That is one reason.
The
Liquid
solids
has
have small space between the
very good. As compared to solids, liquid has more gaps. That is why there is diffusion goes in liquids faster than the solids. Another reason for that. Just compare those. Just have those two reasons in your mind and take it again. Can anyone tell another reason why in liquid phase the diffusion is faster?
liquid can change shape.
No. It's not based on shape.
Liquid has particles of less volume.
Particles are, someone is saying.
Particles of liquid are more fast.
Yes, sit down. Similar to these cases, particles of liquid move faster than solid. And also, particles of liquid have spaces, large spaces compared to solid. That is why it is bigger than, rate of diffusion is higher than solid. And gases rate is higher than both liquid and solid. Understood?
Okay, sir.
You are clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Shall I have the board?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Who else is writing?
sir. Okay, sir.
Okay?
Sir.
Copy from your notebook. I'll tell it again afterwards. discuss another topic. So matter is there, whether it exists in solid form or liquid form or gas form. Right, matter is there with us. What is the effect of temperature on matter? That is what we are going to discuss now. We are interested in watching or observing what is the effect of temperature on matter. Let us have the illustration of an activity. I thought of implementing that activity in your class, but lack of availability of ice. By this time, if I bring the ice also, that would have turned into water. So, yes, that would have melted. Remember that point, melted. Computer. So, effect of temperature. Let us observe that. Suppose in a beaker, just like I've got an apparatus yesterday, in a beaker, I put ice.
Yes.
Okay? So, under that, I'll put burner. Very good.
Ice.
For temperature reading, what kind of apparatus will be used?
Water.
No. I need to use a device for temperature reading.
Thermometer.
Very good. Yes, yourself. Thermometer, measurement of heat, measurement of temperature. Yes, no. Measurement of temperature will be done by thermometer. You may be knowing what is the thermometer. Aren't you? Yeah. Why? Yes, that is also a kind of thermometer. But the thermometer which will be used here will be quite different compared to the clinical thermometer which is used by doctors. Okay? Lab purpose will be used another kind of thermometer. Yes, laboratory thermometer. Yes. That there are differences between them. Both measure temperature only. There are differences between them. Let us discuss that later. So, a thermometer is inserted into this beaker. This thermometer is used for measuring temperature. Very good. So, soon after burning the beaker, which is having already the ice cubes, the liquid the ice cubes starts to turn into liquid. So, the turning of yes, the turning of solid into liquid is called yes. What is it called? Melting. You all may be familiar with this word called melting. So, what is the process going on here? The ice cube is turning into liquid. That is called water. What is the process what is the name of that process? Melting. Very good. So, there is an interesting procedure here. Already we have inserted the thermometer for observing the temperature during this process. We started heating that beaker. Aren't we? Yes or no? So, what happens? Slowly turns to liquid. One interesting thing here is the temperature of the thermometer. Even though there is continuous heating from its bottom, there will be no change. There will be no change in temperature. There will be no any change in the reading of the thermometer. That means there is no change in temperature. Understood? So, what is that temperature's name is melting point. What is the temperature stem?
Melting point.
Melting point. All of you know down the definition of melting point. Okay? Yeah. Right in definition. Are you all ready?
No, sir.
Right take.
Yes, sir.
Are you all ready? Yeah?
No, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir. Ask loudly. Everyone can hear. Yeah? Telugu, no problem. You can tell it in Telugu also. Yeah, louder.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు ఐస్ క్రీమ్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా సార్.
గట్టిగా చెప్పు అందరూ వినాలి. Yes, louder.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు ఐస్ క్రీమ్స్ ఉన్నాయి
Ice
కదా
creams
సార్.
ఉన్నాయి.
అది మనం వేడి చేస్తే అయిపోతుంది కదా సార్.
Yes.
అది కాకుండా వేడి చేసి ఎంత వేడి చేసినా కాకుండా వండాలని తీసుకెళ్ళి సార్.
Yeah, nice one. And then you the answer. So, this is a solid. Just like the ice cube, this is a solid. This will be having certain temperature for heating, for turning into liquid. This will be having certain temperature for heating. For your question, the answer is if you do not heat, then it will do not turn into liquid because you are not applying any temperature. Even if you are heating, no, because the atmosphere is applying the temperature. Even though you are not applying, the atmosphere itself is filled with very warmness, very hot. That hot itself is enough for turning that ice cube into liquid. For tester, is that atmospheric hotness is sufficient for turning this to liquid?
No, sir.
Very hot temperature is required, isn't it? So, soon after heating, this also turns into liquid, but it needs very high temperature. Any solid must turn into liquid when you apply enough heat. Enough heat. Understood? But not to turn the ice cube, you must keep guard that ice. You must keep guard that ice away from the temperatures which will turn it into water. That is a good term actually. That is why we are using fridges, where the temperature is very low and that do not turn that ice into liquid. Understood? That melting point will not be reached inside the fridges. If they reach that melting, obviously they will become into liquid. Yeah.
Sir, why ice cubes need which amount of burning and dust need more?
Very good. I am about to come into that point. Sit down. So, as like I said, there is little amount of heat required for ice, whereas there is little amount of very hot, very high temperature is required for this turning into liquid. Yeah. Why Ganesh? Who is that? Please go. Okay. Understood. Why this is happening? Because ice is made up of with another matter and duster is made up of with another matter. The particles of duster and ice are not same. They are varied. In this very world, every particle will be having specific temperature for melting, specific temperature for getting turned into vapor. Understood? Likewise, ice is different from this duster. That is why there is varying in for ice and then liquid. That is all discussion needed in the upcoming point and let's explain it more. Okay. So we applied. There is no change in temperature. Okay. That temperature is called 0 degrees Celsius. The temperature at which the turning of solid into liquid is called melting point. Very good. Who said that? Someone else is also said that. Yes. Melting point. The melting point means what? The temperature at which solid turns into liquid. turns into liquid. If the turning of solid, there is turning of solid into liquid means it is melting. Melting point means what?
Liquid turn into solid.
It is temperature. Melting means process. Melting point means it is temperature at which the solid turns into liquid. The starting of solid turns into liquid takes place. That is melting point. Understood? That happens at 0 degrees Celsius. So, okay, what happens at 0 degrees Celsius? What actually happens? Even though we are heating, why there is not any change in thermometer? Can anyone guess? Can anyone guess why there is not any change in temperature? Yeah, yourself? 0 degrees Celsius is not the answer. I'll tell you. See. Please be silent. Yes, yourself.
Because it is solid.
Because it is solid, half the way correct. Yes, sit down. No. Okay, I'll come to that. Be louder. If I tell you 9 answers, but be louder. Please. Heating purpose is same. Let us come to that point.
The particles are.
Yes, you are halfway correct. Yes.
The particles are different.
Listen to him. Please. We'll play the free fire later.
The particles.
Listen to him.
You told that the particles are different for all.
Yes. That is also halfway correct. Please do not disturb the class. You poor boy. Not him actually. Sit down. So what is the boiler happening here is, so slowly the ice is turning into liquid, right?
Yes, sir.
The ice particles are doing what? They are moving away from each other. They are already having strong attraction forces. Someone said from here, they are already having strong attraction forces. To overcome those forces, please listen to the class. To overcome those forces, this heat energy is absorbed. So this whole heat energy will be taken for removing out those forces and become free from each other. The particles of ice are acting in that way. Understood? That is why there is no change in temperature. Understood? That is one point. So melting point is also clear. Soon after this has turned into liquid, after some time there will be, soon after turning into liquid, the temperature starts changing again. After that, again it starts to stay at one point. That will be at 100 degrees Celsius. This is at 0 degrees Celsius melting point.
Boiling point is what?
Yes, very good. So, soon after heating, the liquid starts to
Evaporate.
very good evaporate or change its state from liquid to
Gas.
gas. What is that gas specific name? Can anyone guess? Very good. It is water vapor. The water is turning into water vapor soon after heating. During this time, the temperature stay constant for a moment. Why? Again, same reason. So there are attraction forces between water molecules. Aren't they? Yes or no? So to overcome these attraction forces, the temperature will be staying constant at that time. Even though there is continuous heating, that heating will be taken by the water molecules to move away from each other and get free. That is why there is a constant temperature for a while you are boiling. The turning of liquid into vapor is called. The turning of liquid into vapor is called.
Changes in evaporation.
No, just like this process, the turning of liquid into vapor is called melting for solids. Very good. Yes. Clap for him. So the turning of called boiling. Melting point has some temperature for turning into solid to liquid. Even boiling also has some specific temperature for that specific temperature is 100 degrees. Very good. That specific temperature is 100 degrees. Specific temperature for turning liquid into gas. That temperature is known as boiling. Yes. Just like melting point, it is boiling point. Very good. So if your coconut oil in your fat got become solid, what do you need to do? One should answer. Yeah, yourself. When your coconut oil in your fat becomes solid, have you ever seen that? Yes or no? What do you need to do to make it to bring it to original form? Let him answer. Yes. Very good. Sit down. It is heating we need to do to bring back the solid coconut oil into liquid form. For that, what do we do? We keep that oil back in sunlight, because sunlight will apply more temperature compared to here. Sunlight will apply more temperature on that solid coconut oil. Isn't it? That solid turning into liquids process is called the turning of that solid coconut oil into liquid coconut oil process name is called melting. Very good. The temperature required. Yes, yourself. Yeah. Sit down. Very good. The temperature required for turning that coconut oil from solid form to liquid form is called temperature required. You do not know? You don't have idea? If you do not have idea, do not waste your time. Tell it, I don't know. You don't know? No problem. Why are you feeling shy? Everyone learns. You don't know? Yeah. Let me give chance. Yes, yourself. Melting is the process. Yeah, yourself. Sit down. Very good. Melting point is the temperature. Listen here. Listen here. Melting point is the temperature required for turning that solid coconut oil into liquid coconut oil. So sometimes we dry clothes outside, aren't we? We wash them and we kept the clothes outside. So we want the clothes to be dried as fast as possible. Sunlight will apply temperature on that. So the process, what is the process happening there? No. The process of drying. No, halfway correct. Drying. Sit down. The process of turning that liquid into vapor. Evaporating. We can also say boiling. The temperature which is required for that process is called boiling. The temperature which is required for that process is called. No, I'm not asking. The temperature which is required to turn that liquid into gas is called boiling point. Yes, somebody said from here. Boiling point. Boiling point is a temperature which is required to dry our clothes, which is required to turn the wetness in the clothes into vapor form. There are many more uses for melting and boiling in our daily life. Let us recall what all we have studied today. So, what are the two reasons? Class, anyone can answer. What are the two reasons for having gas? What are the two reasons for having gas higher rate of diffusion?
Yes.
Very good. One reason is gas. Space is diffusion. Very good.
Particles of the gas have more space.
That is already, yes. Another reason is very good. One is the particles of the gas has large spaces inside them. That is why they readily allow other particles to get into that spaces. Understood? That is why diffusion is higher in diffusion has higher rate in gases. Another reason is gases particles move faster than solids and liquids. That is what we have discussed at the first phase. And effect of temperature. The temperature turns one state to another state. That is what we have discussed yesterday. So what all we have discussed today? What is called melting? Who knows that answer? Sorry, board also. Yes, louder.
Turning of solid to liquid is called melting.
Melting. Very good. The process of turning solid into liquid is called melting. What is the temperature required for doing that process? Who knows that?
Sunlight.
Temperature required. The name of yes.
Evaporation.
No.
0 degrees Celsius. Evaporation. 0
Yes.
degrees Celsius. 0 degrees.
No, it's not about
Evaporation. Boiling.
It is melting point. Very good. What is called? Sit down. What is called boiling? Boiling. What happens in boiling? Louder. That person should be here. Yes. Yes. మరగబెట్టడం ఏమవుతుంది మరగబెట్టడంలో వాటర్
Boiling point.
no boiling we are discussing here. Sit down, no problem. Boiling point. Yes, your sir, please. Yeah, melting point. What is melting point? What is boiling called? Very sit down. Yeah. Yes. Given very good example for boiling. So yes, the liquid turns into gases, or we can say vapors or gases. You are right. That process is called boiling. The process name is called boiling. What is boiling point? Who knows this? Wrong. That is an example. I need the definition. Who knows the definition for boiling point? That is process. It's not boiling point. Sit down. Raise the hands. Sit down. That is a process. I'm asking for boiling point. No one knows. Basically, children, remember. Basically, melting point and boiling points are temperatures. What are they? Temperatures. Sit down. You are naming the processes. Boiling and melting. You are naming the process. Melting point and boiling points are temperatures. The boiling point is a temperature at which the liquid turns into vapor. Boiling point is a temperature. It's not a process. Do not get confused. Boiling and melting are processes. Turning of solid or turning of liquid. Those are melting and boiling. Boiling point and melting points are temperatures at which those processes happen. Are you all clear with this? That's all for today. Tomorrow we discuss the new concept.